friend Sandy, a professional sugar baby, because I still can't figure out how to turn my dates into a financial transaction. She's got 4 sugar daddies, and she gets thousands of dollars a month in allowances and gifts from them. She doesn't waste time on anyone who doesn't give her money.
I've been talking to this new guy who has a thing for tattoos, and he's like, why don't I invest the money into tattoos?
How many times have you gone out with him?
Just once. I just met him on Sunday, but we had been speaking for at least 2 weeks. Now I get $500 on Friday for a tattoo session, right?
So who are you going out with today?
I am going out with Nice Guy. I got that dress that I had shown you for my birthday.
Did he buy the dress for you?
Oh, of course. I'm buying it. Yeah, of course he did.
With Sandy, people pay her just to chat with them. Like, people pay her just for her attention. And that's so cool. Like, how do I get someone to pay me for my attention? You know, my attention's valuable too.
Okay, let me see this profile. I mean, it doesn't really show what you look like. Like, you see more of the cat than you do your own face, you know? I don't know, my profile, like my main one, it's always a clear up-close shot. It's browsing. You have to remember, you're in a list with hundreds of other girls. That one photo and that 30 seconds is what they're gonna judge you on.
How do you get there? How do you get to the point where you end up with regular income, with these allowances?
So it's not even one man per se that is giving that steady income. It's that support network of men that are giving that. It does happen, it does, but it doesn't happen overnight. I was lucky. The first man that I met, I was getting my rent paid. That doesn't happen with everybody.
First man,
first date. Yeah.
Damn.
And I still talk to him. It takes time and effort, yeah. It's building the friendship so they don't feel like you're just coming to them for the money.
Yeah.
They like to be the hero in that sense, you know?
Right. I need my heroes. No, it hasn't put me off. It made me want to try harder. Like, it's given me hope. I'm getting better at weaning them out, trying to find people who are a bit more open-minded and who seem to be a bit more interested in the fun side of things instead of just the ego-stroking side of things.
Watching the light change in your eye. I like you better when you get high. Pretend you're not till you go to say something soft, be someone brand new. Be someone brand new.
I think we're going out with the same guy tonight. I absolutely do. This one.
Oh my God, he just texted me the same thing too.
No, really? No. Well, I'll let you know if he wastes my time.
I'm so happy you're going first.
So what brings you to this site?
So I was married for and got separated, no kids, and arranged marriage. Back in India, and didn't want to go back into looking for something serious. Plus, in the whole process, I found out a lot about myself, being Indian, that's not the way I want to live my life and everything, so I had to change a lot of things around me and in me.
I really liked him. I thought he was really nice. I had fun. He paid me. This feels like such a success. I didn't even check if it's... He paid me more than he said he would pay me. He paid me $130. $5 more than he said he was going to pay me. It didn't feel like work. He gave me a peck on the lips at the end of the night. And it was a friendly peck, you know? There's no pressure with him to make it romantic. You got groceries.
He bought me groceries, yes.
My God.
I know, but like...
So you liked him? You thought he was nice?
As a person.
I know. Which is kind of cool, too, you know?
I got $150.
Damn!
I feel like it's like blood money. I feel really weird taking it. I feel like I'm exploiting somebody, but at the same time, it was enjoyable. So it's just conflict right now.
it's odd because we're doing it, or it's odd in general?
What you guys are doing is just about the antithesis of what has been modeled to you, you know? Like, me and your dad have a really good relationship. We got married really, really young, but I married him because I knew I would be happy with him, and guess what? I'm right. I just think, okay, what's changed in the last generation? That this is their idea of dating, that somebody pays them to go on a date with them? Escort service.
So needless to say, you don't like that we're doing this.
I don't like it at all. Because there's enormous rewards to being in a committed relationship. There's enormous rewards, as opposed to based on money.
My mom has a point, but she's a baby boomer who's uncomfortable with sugar dating and sex work. If a woman can make money at it without compromising her boundaries, I have no problem with it.
I really like this job. It's actually it's a really good job. And it affords me a lot of freedom.
The one thing I'm really getting exhausted with is the in-between time. The texting, calling.
I can't handle that.
Is that why you never went down the sugar daddy route?
Yeah, I never even considered it. I don't like to beat around the bush. I like to get right to the point. Whereas what you're doing requires the extra energy. There's a lot of time that you invest with them that isn't compensated. You are not obligated to them. You have your own life. You have your own partner. And I'm sure your partner's pretty annoyed at this point with the amount of attention you need to give other people.
How did you keep your relationship going?
Well, with escorting, I'm with the client for an hour. The boundaries are very clear. You have to have your eye on the money and on the business. And it's important for you to see it as a job.
Andrea is able to get what she wants on her own terms. I need to stop wasting time on daddies who don't pay me. So I'm going to the heart of the sugar daddy scene, and it means bigger money. In Toronto, the scene is really discreet, whereas in New York, it's big, and the men are throwing money around at big parties, and everyone's popping champagne. My first stop in New York is with Alan Action, an event planner who owns one of the top sugar dating sites in the US. This evening, I'm his date for one of his elite sugar dating parties. How do we get in?
Watch this.
You know everybody?
I know everybody here, and these people love me, and it's all good. Oh, look, other beautiful women here. Now we're talking. We don't wait our lines. Sub G. I see you, man. It's all you. We're going to a private area, guys. You got to see this. It's sick. This is what New York's all about. Rooftop entrance, baby. Let's roll. You're shaking hands with the Empire State Building. Are you guys ready? Because it's coming up. It's outrageous. Talk to me, New York. What I do in my events, I introduce people from the sugar world and the real world. And you know something? The real dating world and the sugar world is really the same thing. It's empowered men, luxe men, luxury style men, men that have power, that have influence, but do like to be with beautiful, younger women that can make them feel good.
This is your friend over here?
Yes.
Come over here, girl. It's like a nice, juicy, delicious lady. That's the ivory women that are very pretty, very good-looking, empowered, educated girls to meet men the same age, older.
It's a mutually beneficial relationship. That's the mantra, and that's why the parties work, and that's why I do the parties.
Relationship parties, what was entail?
Business, meeting pleasure. That's exactly what it is.
It's about empowerment. What you want from a relationship. Now, here's a question. Do you want to go out with a busted up, broke-ass, bankrupt dude?
No.
See? In unison, like they're singing. Here's my question to you. If you were going out with a man, he had a lot of money, and he used the money by saying, listen, I know you have a lot of school debt, honey. I'm going to take care of that for you. And now I have opened the door to our chemistry to be developed. What do you think of that?
It's a lovely idea, but it also sounds like prostitution.
Very interesting. How can it be prostitution? He's assisting you from the goodness of his heart. He's not expecting sex. He's expecting you to entertain his advances.
I feel like it's both.
At the end of the night, Alan did what he does best, and he arranged a date for me and a New York sugar daddy he thought I'd like, named David. David called me the next morning and he asked me out. He said he likes out-of-towners and he wants to meet and play tour guide. It was pretty fun. And he was cuter than I expected and younger than I expected. I thought for sure he was going to be shorter, fatter, balder, older. But he wasn't any of that.
I get very pretty wives, like, you know, apple pie and the flag. Seriously. Like you're from Georgia or something. It's a freckle.
He's totally flirting with me. But my boundaries were fine. Like, I didn't feel like he crossed any boundaries or tried to or was trying to get something out of me. But he definitely is a man with goals. He knows what he wants. David is the kind of sugar daddy I've been looking for. At the end of our date, he handed me $400 cash, and he says he wants to do it again. I could get used to this.
So I show up very late, and I'm at the steakhouse, and these hostesses immediately had me feeling really self-conscious because I got there, and they're like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Caroline," and they're like, yeah." And they like bring me over to this man in his 40s. I was like, "Wow, thanks." He was being super normal. It was fine. I ate a lot of food. I ordered dessert because I was like, "You're paying." And then all of a sudden, I'm like, this man is making sex eyes at me. I'm like, what? I was like, I don't know what to do.
What did he look like?
I don't know. Like, he actually did remind me of our dad to a certain extent. And it was so disconcerting. Like, the moment he started, like, touching my hand, I was like, "No, please don't. I need to leave right now."
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Caroline, did you get paid?
No.